Okay, everybody, I'm back. Max is at work. I just got out of work, like most of you, unless you're watching it at work. And I thought I would do a real short video on addressing an issue that we've noticed. I don't know if you can guess what that issue is. Most of you are pretty astute, and I'm guessing you're going to figure it out. Those are the strut rod bushings. And years ago, when this car was being redone, I couldn't find strut rod bushings for a 68. There was 65s and 66s. So I took them to a machine shop and had them tooled with longer threads because I wasn't sure how that was going to work out. You can kind of see them here. And then when we got the alignment done, you know, down the road straight as narrow. But these bushings are old. Old would be, they're the original ones from 1968, and they feel as old as I do. They're all worn and wrinkly and broken up. So I've got some new ones. And I got them from National Parts Depot. They're a pretty good supplier of these old things, and I'm gonna replace them today. So I won't bore you with the details of tearing this apart. I might let the video run and Max can speed it up later because he's good at that stuff. It's just not my bag. So hang out with us and you'll see. And of course, I like to wear gloves. And I haven't figured out what size it is yet. The wrench that I'm going to need. I just squirted it down with this car's favorite elixir, which is WD-40. Because, you know, rust. What are you going to do? So we lubed it up a little bit. Hopefully these will spin right off. This really hasn't spent a lot of time outside, so I imagine it'll come off. Now I'm going to go for this big old 1-incher. Let's see how that fits. Probably too big. No, too small. What about on this guy? Anyway, it's not a 1-inch, so probably 15/16. Let's try 15/16 on that one. And I'm going to try to mark these, get them as close as possible, because we'll end up having to have this thing realigned once I replace this. No, get out of here. It's not a 15/16. Can't believe it'd be metric from 1968, so it's got to be the 1-inch. It's got to be 1-incher. I can't imagine it be anything else. This fits under nice and loose. Loose as goes. So we're going to put a set screw on the back. Let me get a bigger wrench for that. For those of you who don't do this stuff a lot, sometimes it's handy to have something to persuade it a little bit, because some of these old bolts, they're not going to be very good. And you need something to kind of shock it. See how that loosened that up? And before I go too crazy with this, I'm going to back this way up. I'm going to mark that where I took this apart. Do the same thing to the other side. I'm hoping, and probably not going to get that lucky. What's going to happen is this whole tire is going to fall down and away like that. And the hard part's going to be getting it back on there. Let's give this a little manipulation too. See if we can get it a little loose. You think this thing is just put together in 68? Well, I don't use my welder as a bench, but it's right there. So let's back that down a little bit. Hoping this won't take too long. Like I say, Max will edit a lot of the swearing and disappointment out of the video. Maybe put some humor in there, because I like humor. I hope you people like humor. I find it humorous. I feel like I'm talking to myself, but I know you guys are listening. At least I think so. Or it could be ignoring it altogether. Alright, so now that tension's locked, let's see if this bolt wants to move. Oh my gosh, there she goes. Alright, let me mark that first. I would like to try to get it back close to the same spot. I can get it close to the same spot. At least it'll somewhat go down the road without causing us a wreck. And you know what's going to work out nice is that WD-40 is on the wet spot and the other part's not, so it's not already marked. Yeah, we'll put the slate back here so people can see what's going on. So I'm blocking it with the light. So now the color I got, I don't have sockets there that long. Well, I have sockets that'll go over a stud, but they're not this size. So just playing around stuff, trying to get it to loosen. And you'll probably notice that trigger start to swing down when I get a little further out. If I get out of your bed. I can't get the box end over because this is too close. I mean, actually, I'm going to do something for safety here real quick. It's always a good idea to prop the car up when you're rocking on bolts and stuff. It just sucks really bad to have it come down on you. And you guys get to witness it. You might think it's cool, but not something I'm going to enjoy. We're just going to prop both ends up so it's a little more stable. There we go. Alright, I'm hoping that with all that WD-40 on there, and once I get the compression off of that, this is going to spin off. But I don't have any euthanasians for hope, or what that could mean. Hopefully you guys can even see this, I have no idea. Once I get it out far enough, I'm hoping that when I take the two bolts off that are here, you take that rod out, slip the inner bushing on, the sleeve, slip it back up there, put the outer one on, and snug it up. But I think this is pretty important because it's the car handles. It's going to be awfully squishy with them wrenched out like that. Believe it or not, years ago when these got put together, they didn't look that bad. Eventually, we're also going to be replacing the steering piston in this thing. I bought one of those. Yeah. If you start a project like this, realize you're going to be spending a lot of money. Not a lot at once, hopefully, but over time, it's just going to eat your wallet apart. Once you get started, you're kind of stuck. You're going to have to keep going. At least till you get it out. Alright, she's starting to get away from the bushing. Hopefully, she'll start to spin to this side. She's going to be stubborn all the way out, folks. But I guess that's what you get sometimes. But I will pause this for now and come back when I've got them apart. That'll save you some time. Alright everybody, I've gotten that stud loosened up, so you can see there. And I took the two nuts off the bottom of these, and now that's loose. So that'll allow me to get the rest of this apart. But you have to prop up this part here, because if you don't, you'll never get this out because it'll be bound against this up here. If that makes sense. Hopefully you can see it. It'll hit the top. So my guess is most people do this from the ground. I have no idea, but I put a stand in the back so that I could jack this side up without it tipping the car back off of the lift. And once I get this side replaced, I'll lower that back down and I'll work on that side. So I will get back with you here in a few minutes when I've got this one put together. Alright folks, got this one on there. As you can see, it looks different than this one. I think it looks a little more like it's going to help the car handle better. And we'll have to get an alignment done, because I am by no means no alignment expert, but You may notice that this one's ran in quite a ways. Well, it's because this bushing was completely gone. Where this one's nice and snug, and there's still a lot of rod left, so that'll be up to the alignment people. But I'll save you from the other one, and I just thought you guys might be interested. So until the next video, maybe Max will be on the next one, or he will just do the next video. Thanks for watching. Tell a friend, sponsor if you want to, and have a good night.